What is up, Prince Squad? I am back with another video, and thank you guys for tuning in today. In today's video, I'm going to be addressing a comment that was left on my YouTube page by Alex M. And the comment reads, one of my local competitors is charging $100 for 29 shirts, one spot, one color. Sad face. Makes me want to just quit altogether. So as you see on the page right here, there are some other people that actually got involved in this conversation and kind of wanted to, had some questions and comments that they wanted to make about this situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it and let you guys know what I think about this whole thing. And also, if you want to read this conversation in its entirety, you can check out the video 12 mistakes made by new t-shirt printers, and you can read it for yourself and even leave your own comments, and I'll respond once I get a chance. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know what I think about this whole situation. Okay, so basically this person is selling 29 shirts for $100. It's only for white t-shirts and it's one spot color shirt. So if you divide that, they're selling the shirts for about $3.45 each. Okay, so what I did was I went on one of the sites where I order my shirts from, and I took a look and found the cheapest white t-shirts that I could find. So I saw the Gildan 5000, and I also saw the Fruit of the Loom 3930R. Okay, so if you look at both of those shirts, the regular price for them is $1.70. Okay, and the cheapest, which they were both on sale, is $1.55 for the cheapest one. So for the sake of not catching sales and stuff like that, we're just gonna say the shirts cost $1.70 each, and that's not even including tax. Okay, so when you get to the size 2X shirts, they're gonna be $3.52, and when you get up to the 3X and larger, they're $4.28. So it's no way possible that you can make any money selling those shirts for that price, especially if it's 2X shirts or 3X shirts. Even if you add the $2 or $3 to it, you're not making much money. So basically what I did, I don't know if they add tax to it or if they're selling the shirts without adding tax, because they didn't leave a comment if this is a legitimate business or anything. They just said that he sells the shirts for this price, and that they even called him to verify it, and he told them that was the price. So basically, if you are selling 29 shirts at $100, now I'm gonna even add a little bit to it. Now I'm in Louisiana, Sabine Parish. My tax rate is 0.98 something percent, so it's basically 10%. So if I do the math and add that 10% to that $3.45, I would be selling the shirts for like $3.80. So even with that $3.80, if I take the $1.70, I would be making a $2.10 profit. And the ink amount, with Plastisol ink, is very cheap. I'm just gonna say 5 cents. It's probably not even 5 cents a shirt. So I would be making about $2.05 if I was to sell the shirts for that price, and that's not including shipping. If I'm just making one order for 29 shirts, if I'm making a bigger order, I could spend enough to get free shipping. So basically, if you're selling the shirts at this price, 29 shirts, you are only making about a $50 profit. So that's really not that good, and I really cannot see this business lasting for a long time unless this is just a special. Eventually, I mean, that's a lot of work to be doing for that small amount of money. So if this person continues going at this rate, eventually they'll probably get tired of printing the shirts for that cheap and doing all their work and not really getting paid much. So I'm not really thinking that this is something that you would have to worry about for too much longer. This is just my thoughts on it. Okay, so I'm just gonna tell you the things that I thought about when I saw this, because basically you're gonna have to print 58 shirts just to make $100, which is not a lot of money when it comes to t-shirt printing, because you can make way more than that with decent prices. I mean, I just don't see this person being in business too long. This cannot be the only thing that they do. They have to have an actual job, unless they got like some people overseas or some type of sweatshop or something where they have these people working printing these shirts for them. They're gonna be printing all day, 24 hours a day, for not much money if they're really getting a lot of customers. But I'm just gonna tell you my thoughts on the whole situation. Okay, first off, I rarely have people that come in to order white t-shirts. If y'all watch my videos, it has not been many times where people have ordered white shirts in my videos. I know I don't film everything. It's impossible to film all of my videos, but I don't get that many white shirt orders. So if someone did come in and they was just wanting to get something for cheap and everybody had the same thing, but I still wouldn't go with that price. And you would have to print 58 shirts just to make $100 profit, and that's not even counting the cost of ink or shipping and handling, and I usually don't even take ink into account when I'm doing my orders, because unless I have to order special ink or a color that I don't have, because like when I do my orders, I count my loss for that with the first order, and then the rest of it is basically just profit, going the rest of the way until I run out of that ink. The one positive thing is that printing on the white shirts is easy and quick compared to printing on the color shirts, but I just honestly cannot see this person being able to do this for a long period of time. The other thing I'm going to talk about a little bit is a few years ago, maybe 3 or so, we had a local printing company in town. They did like printing invitations and business cards, paper goods, stuff like that. And they decided they wanted to go into apparel printing or t-shirt printing, basically what I do. And they lasted for about a year doing that, a year, maybe less than a year. And then they went out of business. I don't know why they went out of business. I don't know if they retired. I don't know what happened. I just know that they're not here anymore. And now it's a dance studio in the building that they used to, that the printing company used to be in. So with that situation, I just kind of feel like, God has, and I don't know if you are a believer, if what type of person you are or nothing like that. All my videos and everything that I do, all I can do is speak from experience, my experiences. But basically, I feel like, God led me into printing t-shirts. So that's why t-shirts has been successful for me, and t-shirt printing has not always been successful. It's been up and down at times and stuff like that. And in order for this business to stop printing shirts and for me to be able to continue, I feel like God got some hand in that. And there was also this other place. It was called Hats and More, and they used to print t-shirts, and they were here for a while, and I think they moved out on the lake or whatever happened. I never heard anything of them anymore. And there was also this other guy in town. He's like really good at graphic designing, but like some stuff that you design, you cannot print on a t-shirt. So basically this guy was trying to compete with me. He was actually, I guess he had a heat press and he was printing on like transfers, but then when the people's shirts ended up, when they washed their shirts and they ended up, peeling and stuff like that, people began to talk about his shirts to me, and I remember even one time he had sent a message to me on Facebook talking about how his business going, I'm not trying to compete with you. I'm just doing what I do. And you see me doing this and you want to try to do it. So, I just feel like what God has for you is for you. And no matter what nobody do, they can't stop you from getting what he got for you. So the only customers you're going to get is the customers that God allow you to have, And with this guy, he eventually started ordering from online. From I don't even know where exactly, but he was ordering the shirts and they would come in. But like, because the way you design and the way that you screen print, you know, you have to know how to design for screen printing. His stuff, it didn't look like how mine was. Like when I do my mock-ups and put them on Facebook is what I used to do back then. My printouts look exactly like my mock-ups, but his was looking different, you know. And then, you know, a lot of people was complaining and different things like that. So, you know, all these customers that went to him eventually returned back to me, and eventually he went out of business. Actually, he is working at the Walmart now. So, you know, and I'm still printing t-shirts. Another thing too, you know, like I have seen people online that, and not to knock anybody's hustle or anything like that, but like if y'all know me as a person, which I know, you know, y'all know me from YouTube and stuff like that, but in real life, I am a very determined person. If somebody tell me I can't do something, I'm not even gonna talk about it no more. I'm just not gonna stop until I prove that I can do it, no matter what it is. You know, if it's something that I want to do. Now, if it's something I don't care about, then maybe not. But if it's something that I want to do, I'm gonna do it. That's just the way I have always been. You know, if somebody challenged me, I'm gonna rise to the occasion. So basically, I was seeing, like a few years back, I was seeing that people online, like on Facebook, I'm not really on Facebook, but I just happen to jump on every now and then, and I had saw people, a few people on there that, you know, they're getting the little craft cutters and stuff like that, and starting to do t-shirts and stuff like that. And like I see some of the people who have been my customers comment and stuff, like now I know where to get my t-shirts from and stuff like that, you know, but I'm still here, you know. So all these people, you know, they're trying to compete, but if God got this t-shirt business for me, then it's gonna be for me. And I don't need to worry about what other people do, what other people's charging. And I have had people to come into my shop and tell me stuff. Like I had a person that came into the shop before, and they was like, okay, I want to order these shirts for my birthday, and because you local, I want to deal with you, but this shop over here in the next town over, they only charge this amount. If you can do them for this price, I'll get them done by you, because I wanted to deal with you because you local. I'm like, so I told her, well, these are my prices. If they give you a better deal, I would go with them. So, you know, she went with them. And, you know, I don't worry about stuff like that, because I'm not going to lower my standards and lower my prices for anybody else, because I, like, some of these people don't have, they're not in the same situation I am. I have a shop, I have rent to pay. Now, if this person that you're talking about in this comment is printing out of their house or something, you know, they don't have the overhead that I have. So maybe they can do that, but I just cannot see them with such cheap prices doing this for the long term. So to be honest with you, I just wouldn't even worry too much about it, because you know how they got McDonald's that sell burgers, and then you got Five Guys that sell burgers, Five Guys burgers and fries. And, you know, back when I used to eat meat, and like my kids, they still would prefer to eat at Five Guys than McDonald's, you know. So if you're going to eat at Five Guys, you're going to pay a little bit extra for your burgers, because, you know, their food is actually better. And McDonald's is more like fast food rush type. Five Guys is, you know, it's more like they slow cook it and stuff like that, and they actually give you real fries instead of these frozen fries. If you want better quality, you're gonna have to pay for it sometimes. I mean, that's basically all I can tell you. I don't think this business will be around very long, especially with those prices. They either gonna have to tighten up on their prices, or eventually they're probably gonna end up going out of business. So hopefully this video was helpful to you guys. Don't let people intimidate you. You know, if it's something you really want to do, you got to at least try it, especially if you done bought that equipment. You got to at least make your money back off your equipment before you decide to quit, if that is what you decide to do. But I would advise not quitting. I would advise you to continue and maybe try to offer some extras with your stuff. Like if you do more than t-shirt printing, give them a sample, like something free for a sample. Like say you do mugs, give them a free mug, or, you know, I don't know exactly, you know, you didn't give all that many details, but hopefully this helped you guys. And if you found it helpful, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell button to make sure you don't miss out on my future videos. And be sure to check for the links down below for products and equipment that I use in my videos. And I will see you guys in the next video. Print Squad out.